Welcome to Origins, a new podcast from the Dermatology Digest that takes a look back at the development of key techniques and technologies in dermatology. In this episode, pioneer and innovator Dr. Mitchell Goldman, the founder and medical director of Cosmetic Laser Dermatology and the medical director of Platinum Dermatology Partners in San Diego, California, discusses the advent of the Q-switch Alexandrite laser for tattoo removal and the pivotal role that Rainbow the Pig played in this laser's evolution.
I'd like to tell a story now about Rainbow the Pig. When I joined Dr. Richard Fitzpatrick in San Diego, we had a really keen interest in laser technologies. Starting from our purchasing of the very first pulse dye laser and developing research with the Candela Laser Corporation. And so when they asked us to help them develop a laser for tattoos, Dr. Fitzpatrick and I were very keen on doing this. So how are we going to develop a Q-switch or quality-controlled nanosecond laser using an alexandrite crystal at a 755 wavelength to treat tattoos? Well, theoretically, we figured out that if we used nanosecond technology and had a certain amount of energy, we could basically explode these big tattoo particles, which are like boulders of boulders, into little grains of sand, allowing the body's macrophages to resorb the tattoo pigment and take it through the lymph nodes and off the skin. And so in order to do our clinical studies, we basically purchased a micro mini pig from Charles River Laboratories. And this pig came to us. It was so cute. It was literally, just a few pounds. It could fit in a shoebox. And what we decided to do is we acclimated the pig, and the pig was being housed at the University of California, San Diego Medical Center, where both Dr. Fitzpatrick and I were attending physicians, and at that time, clinical professors. And the pig was then taken to our office after it matured a little bit. And so after a few months, the pig was actually about 40 pounds. And we had a veterinarian friend of ours put this pig to sleep. And then we had a tattoo artist literally tattoo a rainbow of colors onto the pig. The whole red, orange, blue, green, indigo, violet, the whole rainbow color. And so we tattooed this rainbow on our little pig. And again, we wanted the rainbow tattoo to set. So again, we waited a few months and the pig was happy in the animal lab, just eating whatever the pigs do. And the pig came back to us a few months later. This time it was around 100 pounds. And we had our Q-switch alexandrite laser set up in one of our rooms that was really the prototype laser. And we tried different energy levels, different pulse durations in order to see how the alexandrite laser would interact with the tattoo pigment. And over the course of the following 3 to 6 months, we figured out the exact pulse durations that were necessary and which colors responded best to the Q-switch alexandrite laser. Essentially, it's the blacks and the browns and the blues responded the best. And we would do various biopsies on Rainbow, and he was always asleep when we were doing it, and he was always happy to see us and happy to leave, and probably even more happy to leave. And at the end of our research, once we had perfected this Q-switch alexandrite laser, which at that time was called the tattoo laser, the university, under FDA guidance, said, okay, now we have to put the pig down. And that was something that did not sit really well with Dr. Fitzpatrick and I. And so we were trying to figure out a way that we could actually not put Rainbow down, because obviously with 6 to 9 months of being around this Rainbow on almost every Sunday, which was when the university would bring Rainbow to our office to do the studies, we developed an affection. So we decided that one Sunday we would have the university bring Rainbow the pig to our office to do the final study. But you know what? Rainbow the pig never went back to the university when they came to pick them up. And we had a patient who had a farm in Rancho Santa Fe who was very willing to adopt Rainbow. And so clandestinely, after our last, session with Rainbow, we gave our little pig to our patient who took him home, and the university basically had no pig. Well, this was not a good thing for me. Again, I was brought before a tribunal of the university, and they wanted to strip me of my academic appointment because I did not adhere to the FDA rules where after an animal is used for research, they have to be put down. But with my department chairman, who was Irma Geely at that time, she stood up for me, and I was only reprimanded and prohibited from ever using the animal facility in the university again. But I did not lose my academic appointment. And as we all know, the Q-switch alexandrite was one of the best lasers, not only for the treatment of tattoos, but also for the treatment of many pigmented lesions, including congenital lesions as well.
Thank you for listening to the Origins Podcast. We encourage you to reach out to the editor of the Dermatology Digest and share your stories.